Hey guys, real quick, this may be a two-part video, and so just to keep you guys heads up, um, stick it, stick with me until the very end. We were talking about scientific notation, and so scientific notation is very useful for the fact that we may have really big numbers. Like the example that I give you over here on the left, your brain has 86 billion neurons. Or we may have some really small numbers like the one on the right where bacteria is small as zero point 0.2 micrometers. And so scientific notation is useful in displaying that. So um, feel free to write as I write. Feel free to pause the video at any point. Um, but make sure that you have this because I will be looking at this when I return. So for my A class, my B class, whenever I see you, this is what I'll look at. Okay, so make sure that yours looks nice and clean. So if we were to convert what we have right here into numbers, here's a real simple way. Whatever the power, whatever raised power it is to, that will be how many zeros there are. So for example, 10 raised to the fifth power. Well, that means that there's 5 zeros. So I'm going to count off 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? Pretty simple. Same thing here. There are 3 zeros. So we're going to add 1, 2, 3. Right. There are no zeros. That 0 right there tells us there's no zero. So it's just 1. And instead of this one saying that there's negative 2 zeros, literally we're picturing the decimal to be right here, and we can move it backwards 2 places, 1, 2. So this is just going to be 0.1. Okay. Same thing here. So decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to add zeros in every one of those little places. Okay. So really there should be 5 zeros because if we move 2 to even get on the other side of the number, we'll have to add those 5 zeros because 7 minus 2 is 5. So we're going to add 5 zeros, and then we're going to add that 1. You can add a 0 right here. It is not necessary, though. All right, now on this one, we're going to count up the number of zeros minus the one that would make it a 10. So for example, if I had 10 raised to the, if I exclude just the 10, I want to know how many, excuse me, I'm going to count up my zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be 10 to the fifth power. All right. 10, and there's 1 0, so 10 to the first power. All right. This one right here, it is 10. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 10 to the negative 4. On this one, 1, 2, 10 to the negative 2. And on this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 10 to the negative 6. All right, so if we come on down to the practice part of it, we see that we've got the regular numbers, and we'll call this standard form, and then we've got scientific notation. So oftentimes we'll balance back and forth between scientific notation and standard form. So we're given scientific notation here on this one, and we want to convert it to standard form. So I'm about to run out of time. So on the next video, we will talk about this.